Is it safe? He asked nervously.
We'll go on my signal.
Some people might think that was dangerous.
Signal? What's dangerous about a signal?
I have dead cousin.
I'm sure we're all pleased that you just thought of that.
He said danger good for human spirit.
Oh, well, no wonder he's dead.
What's the worst that can happen? Don't answer that. All right, Alvin, here we go. Chocks away.
I used to be able to swing on a rope without getting stiff.
Secret is practice every day.
I don't like that secret. What else you got?
Don't do it again.
That's more like it. Oh dear. Folks dead.
Not dead, just faking.
I deny faking. This feels like dead.
Too painful for dead. I think we're still alive.
Which is more than we deserve for swinging on ropes at our age.
It gets worse. I think we've got to stand up now.
Oh, not me. I've given it up.
Tell him I'm out.
Suppose he asks where?
Mexico.
Mexico? What are you doing in Mexico?
Buying a big hat. Tell him anything.
There's nothing like a bit of vigorous exercise for putting a person against vigorous exercise.
People die while they're out jogging.
At least they go in good condition.
Yeah, well, I suppose there's always a bright side.
What the dickens have you been doing now?
Having fun.
Looks like it.
Have no fear, Petal. A quick cuppa, and I shall return in perfect physical condition.
I'm sure that'll be a thrill for all of us.
In public, she feels obliged to pretend she's not attracted to me.
It's good pretend.
I've never found any man attractive.
Get over. What about your husband?
You don't pick husbands for attractive. You go for economy and reliability.
Makes you wonder what he went for.
I heard that.
Maybe he went for safety. Man sleeping with Nora has little fear of intruders.
A man not sleeping with Nora better keep his voice down. Are you sure you haven't broken anything?
If it affects our relationship, you'll be the first to know.
I only hope it's not too unpainful.
Glad I caught you in this time, Barry.
It's such an unromantic age. I mean, when was the last time anyone kissed your hand? It must be ages. And then it was a Springer Spaniel. See? We live in a charm-free zone. Everything's so rushed.
What's the legal position if you knock people down in your own driveway?
Is your driveway big enough?
It's amazing what can be done in confined spaces.
But the law books you'll find in the reference section. Has there been an accident?
I think you'll be all right. Actually, he must be very fit, you know, physique-wise. Sort of lonely but attractive. Okay, maybe not attractive, but dependable. Good-hearted. Always there for you. Ye gods, is he ever always there?
We might as well face it. As we get older, some of the shine wears off. I woke up this morning and Pearl was looking at me as if I was a stranger.
Relax, stranger. Pour yourself some tea.
There was a time she used to look at me as if I was king of the pack. I was Mr. Magic. You could see it in her eyes.
Would that be both eyes you're lying about, or just one?
It's true. We carved our names on a tree.
It's a good job you were with Pearl then, not somebody you couldn't spell.
Gwendolyn could have been tricky. Also need a big tree.
Rebecca, how many C's?
I don't know a Rebecca.
Learn how to spell her. You'll be ready when she comes.
I'm trying to have a serious conversation.
Ah, didn't we tell you? We've given them up.
He's got to go.
You knocked him down. You're doing your best.
He pops up anywhere. He's becoming a nightmare.
He's lonely. He likes you. Even though you keep running him over with the car.
He needs a woman.
She might not be any better at reversing than you are.
He needs Miss Davenport.
Miss Davenport?
She's lonely. She needs a man. He needs a woman. They're made for each other. I suddenly realised this in the library. Miss Davenport is the answer.
Do they even know each other?
It can be arranged. I've got to do something before he starts popping out the plug hole in the sink.
I used to stir her senses. Now all I get to stir is the paint when she starts decorating.
Maybe you should stir paint together.
By moonlight.
A little background music.
Violins are nice.
Are you two listening to me?
We're listening. You've come to the right place. He gives advice to aging lovers.
What does he know?
Got gift.
Entirely self-taught. Although he had a little help from a Mrs. Alsop.
His lot.
Oh, sorry. So, why do you think Pearl has stopped seeing you as Mr. Magic?
I've no idea. It's not as if I haven't kept myself in shape.
This is going to be more difficult than we thought.
I must have walked 10 miles yesterday.
I hope Marina was there when you finally got there.
No idea she was planning to be out there.
Barry, when they told me a gentleman was waiting, I thought it might be some other person.
I am some other person. I've never felt more like some other person. What am I talking about? Two persons? I've developed a Siamese twin.
Well, I suppose if you need someone to take him off your hands.
Yes. But right now, I need to know what ladies like about men.
Does it really have to be right now? I could demonstrate more thoroughly if we had a little privacy.
What kind of men does Miss Davenport like?
Oh, Miss Davenport. You're looking for something more matronly. She's quite particular. They'd have to be over 30 and under 75.
What does she find particularly attractive?
Anything over 30 and under 75.
Can you narrow that down a bit?
She loves anything romantic.
Romantic? That's it. I bet he can do romantic.
Who?
Mr. Chislehurst.
You found a romantic Mr. Chislehurst for Miss Davenport?
He doesn't know it yet, but... yeah.
You think that's it? I've been too easy.
Trust me, they all have this wish to be dominated by their men.
Goes back a long way. It's a caveman thing.
Well, she never said.
She wants you to surprise her.
What do you think, Alvin?
They love surprises. Ask anybody. So, go back in there, start slamming a few doors and barking orders.
I will. I can do that. She had it coming. What kind of orders?
Does she clean your shoes?
No.
Well, there's your trouble right there. You spoiled her. Tell her you want your shoes bringing up to a high gloss.
You think she will?
Nature of women to do little services for their men.
As long as he's man enough.
You going out, Barry? I can call back later.
No. You're just the man I want to see. Get in.
Thanks, Barry.
You will thank me before the day's out. I've got the answer for your problem.
I didn't know I had a problem.
You're lonely, Mr. Chislehurst.
I was till I met you.
You need a woman.
I'm not good with women.
I'll guide you through.
Any more orders for me?
That'll be all for the time being.
What do you think?
About what?
The lady, Miss Davenport. What do you think?
I'm sure she's very nice.
You're not looking.
Well, it's rude to stare.
Open this book. Look at her while you're pretending to read the book.
It's not very warm.
Put it back on the engine.
I hate standing there with the bonnet up.
I know. You usually have me stood there with bonnet up.
People don't bother you. They think you're doing something useful with the engine.
That's me. Master disguise.
When I'm standing there, they think I need help.
I've always said you need help.
I get nosy beggars poking their heads in and starting to tinker with the machinery.
That's because you look so helpless.
Don't knock it. Takes years of practice to establish a reputation to be useless with repairs.
Don't be so modest. You're more useless than that.
You know you've cracked it when the wife buys her own tool set.
Has he been mugged for his shoes? Didn't have a mobile phone, so they've nicked his shoes.
Don't ask. Just ignore him. I hate getting involved with anything criminal. I meet such unpleasant people.
Wanted artistic? There it is.
That's marvellous. You've transformed him. There's no librarian going to be able to resist that.
It's dark under this hat.
That's not dark, lad. That's shadow. It lends you an air of mystery.
Are you listening? Not only artistic, but an air of mystery. Is that terrific or what?
I need some shoes.
Of course you do.
How long's the circus been in town? What's he dressed up for?
He's dressed to impress a lady.
And you think that's going to do it?
It's impressed me. How much they've been prepared to spend.
The lady's artistic. Of course it's going to do it.
Are you sure I need all this hat? It's like standing under a patio brolly.
Must be in the office. She'll be out in a minute. Do you know any poetry?
No, I wouldn't have come if I had to spout poetry.
Relax. Just try and look as if you like poetry.
What kind of a look is that?
Could you eat a raw lemon?
Oh.
That's it. That's it.
When she comes, what do I say?
Nothing. Just look artistic. Grab her attention. You haven't even noticed her. Your head's that full of great poetry. Oh, and grab a book. Look as if you're thinking about the direction of the modern novel while you're destructuring the text. You're looking very well, Miss Davenport.
Oh, thank you, Barry. Who's your friend?
Ah, noticed him, have you? The ladies do.
Well, I'm not surprised. He looks quite...
Artistic?
Well, I was going to say quite odd. Is he right?
He's a bit poetic. You know what they're like. Not much muscle, but beautiful minds. Always into the gentle, romantic stuff.
Oh, really? What's he reading?
What's the book, Mr. Chislehurst?
I Married a Cannibal.
Autograph book away, Electric. It's not Orson Welles. It's Howard.
Yours?
No, it's our Howard.
Done nothing?
Former muffin by the looks of this.
But you don't like it?
We love it.
I felt I had to make a few changes.
You've cracked it. This is big change. Very showbiz.
It's not showbiz, it's artistic. I want Pearl to see that there's more to me than she thinks. Barry says looking artistic works with the ladies.
It needs more. It needs a lot more.
Is he artistic too?
That's a yes.
It's not enough. It needs more. We've just got nowhere with Miss Davenport.
Did you read her some poetry? She likes that.
He was reading I Married a Cannibal.
It's just something I picked up.
I don't think Pearl likes poetry.
Not like poetry from somebody dressed like you. Couldn't resist it. Knocks them dead.
Turns them to jelly.
We got bold enough. And time?
Are you ready? Can you feel the poetry coming?
Will she hear me through the glass?
She'll open the window when you start.
She'll wonder who it is in big hat. Big surprise when she sees you.
Is the hat on straight?
It's the kind of hat that doesn't need straight.
Go before she finishes window.
Shall I compare thee to a summer's day? Shall I compare thee to a summer's day?
Go away now, before I compare thee. Go, now.
It's me.
Shut up and go away.
Shall I compare thee to a summer's
Shut
day?
up. Complete stranger to me.
It wasn't bad for a first try.
It was rubbish.
But not bad rubbish. It had seeds of bigger things.
Bigger rubbish.
Wrong. I remember saying to Electric at the time, this looks promising.
Took words right out of my mouth.
I knew Pearl wouldn't go for poetry.
Forget poetry. We're going to hit them with the ultimate weapon.
Pay attention, Mr. Chislehurst. This could be a life-changing event.
Guaranteed.
What is it?
I'm coming to that.
Not very fast.
Don't you start. First, we must make sure that these people understand the power over ladies this will place in their hands. I want nothing to do with anyone that might use this indiscriminately.
I think I can speak for Mr. Chislehurst when I say you can rely on us.
I'll vouch for Mr. Chislehurst.
Thank you, Barry.
I'm going to tell them.
I think we're all glad about that.
I came across this by accident, surfing the internet.
You're a hacker.
Something like that.
It's more like keeping an eye on what's really going on in the world.
This stuff is secret.
You never heard of it, have you?
We've none of us heard it yet.
Okay. It's been surveyed extensively throughout the Western Hemisphere, and everybody keeps coming up with the same result. The most powerful single weapon for attracting ladies over a certain age is...
What? What?
Morris Chevalier impressions. It's the accent, the French accent.
Turns on to jelly.
You said that about poetry.
This, different flavour.
Come on now. Hats at a cheeky angle. Both together. Bags of French accent. 1 and 2 and 3.
Mimi, you funny little good for nothing. Mimi, you sunny little honey of a Mimi. I'm aiming high. Mimi, you've got me sad and dreamy. You could free me if you see me. Mimi, over Mimi,
She's round that corner.
Mimi, you funny little good-for-nothing Mimi.
Was that you singing?
No, it was him.
Oh, I love the accent.
It's not really me.
It is. Underneath all that shyness, it's really him.
I just made it up.
But you can do it when you want.
All the time. Anywhere. He's great.
Well, yes, yes, I can do it when I want.
Do it for me.
You heard the lady. Do it for her. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Mimi, you funny little good-for-nothing Mimi. Am I the Every little breeze seems to whisper.
Go to sleep, you daft beggar.
Do not enter cage unless accompanied by adults.
Mine. But I've got her best interest at heart.
She has heart?
Dish out advice, but she can't take it.
You want my advice? Find safer hobby.
No. I'm determined. She needs her rough edges smoothing.
That's a major smooth.
You are looking at the founder member of the Nora Renovation Society. I have to live next door. She's part of my environment. She needs a makeover.
Take your equipment with you.
There's a woman in there somewhere. I could bring her out.
She's all right where she is.
Maybe from your side.
I won't have you coming in here making suggestions. And I don't want any acupuncture either.
That must have been some suggestion you made.
I offered to wash and blow dry her hair. I had this style all worked out for her. It was in a magazine. I showed her the picture. That was it, that just went past.
I think people have a duty to keep up their old customs.
There's one old custom you're too fond of keeping up.
Support the festival.
Thank you. Please help to decorate for the festival.
The flowers for the festival. Of course, it's not compulsory.
Just advisable.
No change.
Well, that's no change.
I'll bring flowers.
Consider yourself released on bail till you come back with either flowers or money.
I will.
If you don't, it'll be your last will.
Couple of highwaymen, you two.
Flattery will get you nowhere. We'll be waiting.
You know what I like about this?
What?
Very little.
I think this place is too steep.
I think flat is too steep.
No, it will be fine. Trust me, I was a Boy Scout.
I hope you got first aid badge.
Bells? Little bells.
Could one ask why?
One did, but it still didn't make any sense.
What did he say?
It's never what Howard says. He's like reading Pravda. You know, the real story is somewhere in between the lines.
He must be a source of endless entertainment.
Oh, yes, he is.
I'm pretty sure Travis doesn't have a secret life. He's not got the hang of the first one yet.
You don't think the Pearls tied a bell to him?
They need to be church size to keep him in.
Come in, Howard.
Let me guess. It's fairly Tinkerbell.
There's no need to be sarcastic.
Well, it seems like a good opportunity.
Go on then, tell us. Who are you supposed to be?
I'm not supposed to be anyone but me. A person who is seriously concerned with preserving our ancient customs.
And how is Marina?
I'm too busy with plans to revive our local traditions. I'm thinking this year we should have a maypole.
I knew I was missing something.
Well, I hope you'll both be prepared to help when the time comes. Well, must be off. Lots to do.
What do you think?
Sounds like a load of bells to me.
Where are you, Howard? I hope that's not the tinkle of a stranger. Is that the tinkle I think it is? Summoned by bells. Whatever next?
The trouble with this game is, you've got to watch you don't develop a hard shell.
You're not in any danger. You're a pussycat.
I wouldn't say pussycat. I see it more as keeping my macho side understated.
You cry at weddings.
One of my own. Pussycat. Where do you get that stuff?
What about your aftershave? Where do you get that stuff?
Is this somehow relevant?
It's time I told you this. You wear some very unpolice-like aftershave.
It was a gift. What can you do?
That's no excuse. Suppose they bought you mascara.
I've never wear it on duty. Decided enough as it is not to look prettier than the police women.
Admit, you're inclined to be delicate. You give me old duff jobs. It's on as me picks drunks up off the floor.
There's a reason for that.
Oh, no. It's a great way to break your nails.
You made the right decision.
What decision?
To come here. It shows maturity and judgment.
Now, I've done maturity and judgment, but a touch of excitement would be nice.
We just came here on a whim. I suppose we're impulse buying.
Your timing's good. We've just restocked our impulse department.
I used to be impulsive.
It'll come back. We're here to help.
She's been disappointed in love.
Oh, I know how she feels.
You do?
Yes. You don't think I've always been a grasping old woman?
It had occurred.
There was a time when I was a grasping young woman. Vital, attractive, looking for Mr. Right.
Possibly the world's most elusive prey.
And you never found him?
I got close. There was one who was so tight with money I felt sure we might make a go of it. And then he bought me an engagement ring.
Is that bad?
I could have got him the same thing with 20% off. I tried to stifle my disappointment, but our relationship never recovered.
You gave him his ring back?
I showed him the door. The ring I kept for sentimental reasons.
Well, given the sameness of days, the disappointments one encounters, the absence of passion, the futility...
She means we're looking for something to cheer us up.
Though I wonder if we've come to the right place.
He owes some flowers to Nora Batty. She made him an offer he can't refuse. He's full of sparkle.
I see no signs of any.
Show them your sparkle.
I'm not in the mood. I've been mugged in the street, barefaced as you like. Outside the church.
Oh, never mind. You'll get your sparkle back. Now, what did you ladies think you might have an impulse for?
Well, she hasn't decided yet, but I was just wondering. Now, you'll think this is just a young woman's silly fancy, but have you any small bells?
That's funny. I'm having a run on small bells.
Why bells?
Oh, it beats me.
It's not easy to see how bells fit in with his tendency to go sneaking about quietly.
Well, he sneaks off so often, you think maybe he needs the bells to remind him where he is.
This feels like a case for Truly of the Yard.
I've thought about this, and trying to be fair all round, my conclusion is it wasn't our fault.
That's what Bonnie and Clyde said.
All right, try this then. It wasn't us, it was two other fellas wearing helmets and goggles.
That's more like it. I remember now. They went that way.
Hello. Here comes our lifeboat.
Take what you want. I've got no money.
Relax, it's us, you dozy wet.
How long have you two been involved in a life of crime?
Put hands down.
We're looking for two roller skaters.
Reckless and dangerous roller skaters.
Oh, them.
In helmet and goggles.
Have you seen anyone in helmet and goggles?
We thought they were bandits.
What do they look like?
One looked like him.
He's got an alibi.
In what way did they look like me?
Steely eyes, firm jaw, ruggedly handsome.
That close? Good job we have an alibi.
They went that way.
Where did you learn to lie like that?
We invented lying like that.
You've gone again.
I haven't gone anywhere. I've just dropped dead because somebody crept up behind me and said, "You've gone again."
You look quite well for being dead.
I've led a clean life. I'm just wondering if I've led the right one.
You're not pining to be an astronaut again.
Not really. They don't even sleep in pyjamas. No, it's just that sometimes you have to look things straight in the eye and ask, is this what I wanted to be when I grew up?
Be very careful. The answer to that could lead to you dropping dead because somebody's come up behind you and hit you with something hard.
I don't mean I'm not happy.
Doing a good impression there for a minute.
I lack for nothing. Except maybe adventure. I thought when I grew up I'd be possibly something in uniform with lots of stuff on your shoulders.
Dandruff. You'd still have it if I didn't look after you.
Wouldn't you like me as a leader of men? A man of action?
I like you now.
Waiters ignore me.
Not when I'm there.
I know. If I'd been a man of action, you'd have had to come with me.
Come inside. I've made some tea. And we can quietly discuss what it is you're going to be when you grow up.
You're doing fine. I tell a lie. You're doing not fine.
You look like someone who could use a cup of tea.
Oh, Travis will have one ready.
Well, this one's nearest.
I'm going to be waterlogged.
You can always turn down Travis's.
Oh, I daren't do that. He'll think I've met somebody else.
That's all very well. But are you alleging that roller skates are classed as vehicles?
We've got a tricky one here.
So what's the answer?
There hasn't really been one since I gave up police brutality. Right, we've discussed it, and my colleague here has pleaded with me to release you with a caution for this first offence.
Good job we meet Big Softy.
You're lucky. I'm much nastier than he is.
Rubbish. Smells aftershave.
It's lovely.
I wouldn't say lovely.
Must be a pleasure to be arrested.
So Marina has the bells as well.
Well, I'm assuming it was Marina. I can't imagine who else he could have been secretly tinkling to.
The little devil. So, it's not Morris dancing, it's Marina dancing.
Should have known, shouldn't we?
It's dangerous.
It's not dangerous. Have you ever tried it?
I've never tried suicide, but I know it's dangerous.
I'm taking my cup upstairs.
Is he in your good books?
Well, he's in, which is something. He's not in at all.
I can hear the bells.
Wind chimes. He left one dangling in the window.
Now what?
Forget your tea, we're going after him. His bicycle's gone, he'll be heading for the hills.
You really do have an exciting life.
It's going to get that way for him.
I thought he would have caught us up by now.
Look, I feel like I'm intruding.
Give over. We're only going for a bar snack.
Oh, there's never a spare man when you want one.
You were saying? There's never a spare man?
It was like a miracle. It came out of nowhere.
Oh, Howard.
Why have you arrested this woman? Who was a complete stranger to me.
Give us a minute, and we'll think of something.
She just happened to be here when we fell.
Oh, excuse me. If anyone deserves to be arrested, it's me. I was driving.
You were on a bicycle.
What keen powers of observation. Could have been a stolen bicycle.
I suppose you'll be wanting my name and address. Come away. I don't trust his aftershave.
Right. Who do we nick first?
So they can tell the whole world. be being on roller skates.
Right. They were all perfectly innocent.
It's the same old story.
He doesn't think so.
What have we got for the festival then?
We're taking flowers. My mannow's not so good this year.
And there's no cure for it.
I offered old washing machine, but they said no.
Well, I'm going to take something. Nora Batty watches every move.
I'm taking duck and black bean sauce.
I hope you're taking 2 passengers. We could use a lift.
Yeah, hey, I'm not riding in the back.
Oh, we can all squeeze in the cab.
Very obliging, these chickens.
Okay, we ready?
Who said that? It's somebody showing off because they can breathe.
Rump pair of lasses, those two.
They weren't back for falling on.
No. I expect that's what airbags must feel like.
You'll be able to squeeze all that behind the dashboard.
You can't park here. You'll have to move it.
Can you believe? God's got parking problems now.
We can't stop here. It's not like we're blocking the fire station. The vicar doesn't answer 999 calls, does he?
Does anybody these days?
You'll have to move. We're expecting the hearse any minute.
So are we. As you do when you get to our age.
We're not suggesting you can't go first.
You'll have to move. There's a funeral.
Of course, we're all hoping it's not yours.
I have an announcement to make. I'm in a good mood. I'm in a playful mood. Are there any leaders of men out there?
Coming!
I owe Nora Batty some flowers for the church.
You nicked them from the cemetery.
They're not nicked. I picked them myself.
Park keeper in bed, was he?
They're wildflowers.
Well, they don't look wild to me. They look as if they've given in.
They'll come round now they're in water.
Sick flowers in a jam jar. Nice thought.
The thought that counts.
It's Nora's thought that counts.
I think you better sneak them in while the church is empty.
I paid my debt. She said flowers or money.
Do you think she intended you to spend all that money?
You see, I had this problem. Either I could go mad on some flash flowers, or we could all go for a drink.
Shut your noise.
Come where the beer is cheaper. Come where the beer runs free. Come where the booze is cheaper. Come
Hey,
where the beer
I can't
is
sleep
free.
in here. There's a drunk person singing.
Come where the booze is cheaper. Come where the beer is free. they were only in a jam jar, but they were hand-picked. Anyway, it was my little offering. And if that's not good enough, what more can you do?
Hey, where's Tom?
Tom? You want to know any Toms?
What are you doing out there?
I got thrown out. You offer one jam jar and look what happens.
Are you never going to grow up?
Why? What have you got in mind that's for adults only?
Are you not ashamed to be still playing with roller skates?
Playing? We passed a police car.
I hope they gave you a summons.
They were going to, until we let them have a go on our skates.
I think it's marvellous. You ring a bell, and this little person appears.
A fine morning to you, Nora. I was wondering whether you care to join me to watch the sun coming up. Bring your flute. We could do a little dance to welcome the dawn. Wear something casual. A sprig of laurel in your hair. Do I take it that's a no?
Do you think Alvin is going to injure himself?
Well, he seems determined to try.
Do you think he might do it soon so we can go and get some breakfast? if Alvin's attracted an audience.
It's closed, man. I know. I like to come here when it's quiet. I like to visit.
When it's closed?
You get the essential ambience. There's a sort of purity. It smells of garlic. To you, it's just a pizza parlour, but to me... Oh, to me, it's a place of pilgrimage. It's where I worship her that works here.
I used to feel that about a bus driver.
You never said. When was this?
Oh, it was years ago.
What weren't you going to tell me about it?
I had to give it up. I got travel sick.
What do you mean? I'm living on pizza. You wouldn't think unrequited love could be so fattening.
Is she playing hard to get? Maybe she's measuring your devotion by the number of pizzas. Maybe she has a target. You hit 1,000, maybe she'll fall on your neck.
She doesn't even know I'm potty about her. Haven't you told her? I keep trying. I start stuttering, and all that comes out is an order for pizza.
Training for what?
I used to be a 6-stone weakling. I'm going for 7.
What happens if he has to break?
It's not a problem. He has no brakes.
Tell them you're joking.
No, he's right. For a fella from Hull, he's impressively equipped with brakes. I was there when he passed his MOT. He was highly commended.
Don't say any more, Alvin. Let me do talking. They don't know you have a good excuse for acting like a lunatic. Such as what? He's a lunatic.
Has he always been a lunatic?
Can't say always. Only known him a few years.
And for those few years you've known him, has he always been a lunatic?
Always.
It's a lifestyle choice. Living on the edge. A thing I picked up from a personal trainer. Rock hard. Despise comfort. Used to eat Weetabix raw.
Who's his favourite?
Mrs. Crayshaw from Brighouse. Wonderful muscle tone. It wasn't just that, it's the willpower that the woman had. They say she once went for 7 days on the same tea bag.
Are we going to arrest him?
And listen to him all the way back to the station? I don't think so.
Do you think they've been arrested?
Alvin will probably manage to talk his way into it.
Now what?
Maybe they're looking for backup.
For Alvin and Entwistle?
Just checking for road safety. Oh, God. Never thought it could be otherwise.
Back in a minute. The other one wants to go. Have you never thought of going blonde?
Have you never thought of growing up?
Why would anybody do that? Maybe if you try the blue rinse. Or let it all go. Let it hang loose. There's Rita Hayworth in there somewhere.
I don't know who let you loose.
but it was a mistake.
Let me wash it and set it for you.
You? What experience have you got?
You ask that of me, Elvin, lover of women? Have I got experience? I've been run over by Mrs. Jameson, and I was once engaged for 28 years.
I shouldn't have been in a hurry to snap you up either.
It's like I said to you this morning in bed.
Please, Daddy. People won't know you're on the phone.
Hello? Hello? Let's hear it for Elsie. Let's hear it for Elsie. Elsie who? Elsie who? Elsie Wendell. Elsie Wendell. Hello? Hello?
What of a crackpot? Anyone you know?
Looks like Merv. Let's hear it again. Let's hear it again. Elsie Wendell. Elsie Wendell. Who loves Elsie? Who loves Elsie?
Does that answer the question?
Well?
Well, what?
Are you going to tell me?
Tell you what?
Why, we're stuck in a field.
This isn't stuck in a field. This is a place of concealment from where we can check on passing motorists.
Yes,
they're not closed.
They are. You're going to have a ziz.
What about you? What are you doing?
Filling in my notebook. 09:30 hours. Caution, reckless drive.
When?
09:30.
You cautioned who?
You. You're driving like a prawn.
Suppose they're looking for us.
Why would they be looking for us?
Don't you think it's funny that they're here?
What are we doing that's illegal? She asks. Not for the first time.
You didn't need to creep up and shout like that.
We fished you out, though, didn't we?
And that's another thing. You should watch where you grab people.
Very picky for someone being rescued from drowning.
I wasn't drowning.
You were making enough noise.
It was freezing. I'm still freezing.
You've got your love to keep you warm.
No. She thinks I'm just a customer.
We'll get you warm. Grab hold of this. You can run behind the truck.
Did you see that?
What?
I knew it. Your eyes were closed. That pickup's just passed, and now they're towing a guy with a rope.
Round his neck?
No, it's not round his neck.
That's fair enough. I'm not having anybody being towed by the neck on my patch.
Do you think that's all right, then?
Was the vehicle speeding?
No, I couldn't say it was speeding.
That's it, then. It's none of our business if it wants speeding.
And another thing. There's a bush behind us walking away.
That's yours too.
You sure there's only two? They seem to cover some ground.
They're interested in insects.
I told you that.
He did.
Did you believe him?
I don't believe anybody. That's the trouble with this job. You develop a hard crust. Have you any of them sandwiches left?
No.
You've not started slimming, I hope. You shouldn't be making these decisions unilaterally. I'm not ready to lose weight.
I'm trying to find something you don't like.
Just what the old place needs. A wet person.
Thoroughly wet. He's in love.
Wet soon dries. Love takes longer.
Oh, listen to Gypsy Rose end whistle. The electric Miss Lonely Hearts.
See lots of wild passion in washing machine circles.
I never knew that.
Your machine 30 years old. How much wild passion you expect?
Might we inquire where you found a Mervyn in this soggy condition?
Middle of stream. Couldn't miss him. He was only one there, not fish.
Middle of stream. I was minding my own business on the bridge. They practically pushed me in.
Has anyone noticed how wet persons lie?
Not of lies, just an exaggeration.
Oh, what were you doing balancing on a bridge?
I was listening to the echo.
Hearing voices, then jumps in. I call that suspicious.
Not to mention dozy.
I hope you weren't planning on anything fatal.
Are you saying he's suicidal?
Close.
If he's suicidal, it's hardly worth drying him.
Suicidal? You're just depressed.
He's in love with her at the pizza. I think he needs some help.
He certainly sounds as if he needs some help.
I've no chance. I was at school with her and she doesn't even remember me.
Try make a bigger impression this time.
Why don't you just walk in and remind her?
I do walk in. I'm always walking in. Trouble is, I'm shy.
You can't just stand there. You must speak to her.
I do speak to her.
Well, what have you said to her?
Well, it's not so much what you say, it's trying to make your feelings clear between the lines.
Between what lines?
Thin and crispy marinara with extra anchovies. What's up with him?
Not only depressed, he's full of pizza.
Pizza is the food of love.
Pizza?
Well, just for him, with extra anchovies.
He's not still pining for the lady behind the counter in Percy's Pizzas.
Must be a powerful, attractive woman.
And why is he so miserable?
Well, they say it's love, but I think it's because he's still wet.
She once knew him, but now she's forgotten him.
Howard? You can get yourself back in the house, where you belong. You're supposed to be helping me.
There's worse things than being forgotten.
Okay, here's the plan.
You got plan?
You asked that of Alvin, maker of plans.
How long you had plan?
You were driving, I was working on the plan.
Okay, let's hear plan.
We walk in, we tell her she has a secret admirer, and we fix up a meeting.
That's a plan? I could have figured that.
You haven't heard the clever bit.
This plan has clever bit?
All my plans have clever bits.
You had plan for making fortune on internet.
All my plans but that one have clever bits.
Okay, let's hear clever bit.
We don't tell her who the admirer is. We make a bit of a mystery of it. Women can't resist a mystery.
Now you're expert on women?
I've always been an expert on women. I've done the homework. I was engaged to one for 28 years.
Why so long?
You know how time flies. She spent 4 years choosing curtains. Right. Let's make Merv's day. Oh, did you see that?
Did Mervyn? Maybe he needs glasses.
He's in more trouble than we thought.
Not only Mervyn. Tom said she didn't look bad.
Well, there you go then. They say beauty's in the eye of the beholder.
Wouldn't want that in my eye.
Maybe she comes with a free pizza.
Guy would have to really like pizzas.
It's not up to us, though, is it? I mean, if that's what he wants, that's what he wants.
Would you want woman at Percy's Pizzas? She looks more like Percy.
Let's try again. We're ready for her this time.
Finger. Show yourself, Howard. Put the finger away, Howard.
I wanted you to watch me walking past in this.
Wouldn't want to miss that.
From the back, would you know it was me?
Either you or Mad Mick from Macclesfield.
It doesn't look right, does it?
It would be fine for certain occasions. Being buried, for instance.
I need to change the way I look. I think I'm under surveillance.
You married her.
It's not good. It's worse.
Worse than Pearl. You're going to need more than your grandfather's raincoat.
It was my uncle's. He left me 2 suits and this in his will.
Wasn't he related to anybody taller?
I was his favourite.
It's a good job you weren't that close to your auntie.
I think I'm in trouble. I think the police are watching me.
What? What? What?
This belonged to a theatrical gentleman who was famous for being a theatrical gentleman. I want simple, he said, but with a fur collar.
I don't want anything conspicuous. The simpler, the better.
Auntie thinks it's you. She took one look at the price and said, that's him.
Haven't you anything without fur?
You've got your elbows there without fur.
I feel like I'm wearing 2 cats.
You look magnificent. You were born to wear 2 cats.
Well, if you're going to be picky, what's the effect you're looking for?
Simple, unobtrusive.
Well, you've got simple nailed down, lad.
I want to blend. I want to almost disappear into the background.
Oh, we can do that.
We did it for Smiler, and you don't disappear much further than him.
Have you thought of a detachable fur collar?
No fur. I want to blend.
With the right fur, you could pass for a rabbit.
He can pass a rabbit when Pearl's after him.
Are you sure this will help me blend?
Where is he? Who said that? Oh, you're there. I lost you for a minute. Talk about blend.
She's agreed to meet me, a secret admirer.
Trust me, I'm Alvin, arranger of happy endings.
Right, get him off.
I think he likes you.
I think it's marvellous that somebody cared. Where is she meeting me?
At the bridge, where you fell in.
Place with sentimental memories for you. Wet and cold.
That's great. That's fine. I love it out there. That's going to be our spot, is that? Oh! Can I go and take a peek?
At what?
At Elsie.
No, that give the game away. Don't let her know it's you until you meet at the bridge.
No, she'll not know it's me. I'll stand in the doorway, pretending to read the menu.
What insects, Howard?
He's a lot sprightlier than when we met him.
A lot drier than when we met him.
We lifted his spirits. Makes you feel good.
Makes you feel guilty.
What for?
Fixing him up with that in there.
There's no accounting for taste.
That's not her, you twitheads. That's the other one that works there. No way I'm gonna meet her.
You fixed him up with the wrong woman?
Well, how are we supposed to know there was more than one pizza lady?
So now the wrong woman is waiting at the bridge.
Waiting for her secret admirer.
Yeah, I know, I feel rotten. Somebody ought to go and meet her.
Not my type.
She doesn't sound like anybody's type. Oh, I don't know.
It's Action Man.
I'm trying to blend.
And it's working. I can see it. You couldn't have picked anything better for your secret meeting tonight.
What meeting?
Don't tell me it's so secret they haven't even told you.
What secret?
Young lady said, tell Howard. Sudden secret meeting. Tonight.
7 o'clock at the old bridge.
What makes you think I know any young ladies?
Yes, that's the one.
And you're all dressed to blend. Are you sure you didn't know about it?
It's news to me.
Good news. Look at Twinkle in Eye.
There's nothing twinkle about it. I expect it's in connection with some work we're doing for charity.
What are you doing? Starting a collection?
She was a complete stranger.
So why was she hugging you?
Are you sure she was hugging? I thought I was being mugged.
You weren't struggling.
I was clutching me wallet.
I didn't hear any complaints. Or even an echo.
Innocent. This time, I'm genuinely innocent.
Is this another one? I haven't seen you with this one before.
Please, sense of humour.
Where's he going now?
Probably have to see another one.
It does well with just a bicycle.
She spoke to me. She smiled. We've got an offer on pepperoni, she said. Like it was just to me, personally. Buy one, get the second half price.
Yes, of course.
Bum ba bum ba bum ba bum bum ba bum bum. Oh, you look just like Truly of the Yard. Is it time for a change, he asks. I don't think so.
And let that be a lesson to you.
Thank you, Nora. Oh, what a woman. Oh, yeah. Oh, and look, there we got two of his ferrets, Nelson and Eddie. Nelson? One eye.
And there was a white ferret. What did he call that one?
Brenda.
It wasn't a she.
Who calls a ferret Brenda?
Especially when it's not a she.
When you're in love, you do these strange things.
When was he in love with a Brenda?
He was in love with a ferret called Brenda.
It wasn't called Brenda. It had a boy's name.
Yes. Can you believe it's 10 years?
Eh? It's never 10 years, is it?
Oh, yes, indeed. Alvin, what are you squirming about for?
My shirt's still wet.
What?
Nora Batty got me this morning. You know what I like about Nora Batty?
No.
Beats me.
Oh, you'll have to give us time to think about that. Nothing springs to mind immediately.
She's game.
She's tough, old game. She needs hanging a while.
She's always got an answer. Of course, it's not always words. This morning it was water.
Well, I think it's a sign of affection. I mean, he was seldom completely dry.
Used to water him as well, did she?
Oh, did she?
What are you wearing that for?
They said they wouldn't have me gift wrapped. I'm just checking. It's amazing what they find at the end of a brush.
Will you stop messing about?
Stop! We've never started. Let's face it, this could be the last chance.
Let's face it. Good.
Well, maybe not the last chance. Play the cards right, they could get another. I've got a special offer this week. I come complete with a personalised genuine set of hand-reared ferrets. Oh, come on, love. Surely I must stir the heart a little. Give me a sign. Give me a sign. All right, lads. I'll accept that for the time being.
He got it regular, did he? Oh, and thoroughly. Sometimes he got the bucket as well. I told you, she's game.
Could have been Brendan.
What?
The ferret.
What would he be doing with an Irish ferret?
Why not? They can eat meat on a Friday now. What's amusing you?
Do you remember his speaking tube, eh?
Oh no! Oh, poetry in motion. Starving for affection. Or anything else edible they might have to eat on the premises. Spare would be gratefully received. Is that your final word? Oh, goody, goody!
He's very good on the buns. I always think great baking is nearly as good as being attractive. You can see his point.
You could see his point, all right. His trousers let in more light than a conservatory.
That's true. He was safer on dull days.
She's a rum lass, that Nora. Water down his drain pipe.
Mind you, he had a few tricks of his own.
It's not my birthday.
If that comes down here, it could be.
Wait a minute. I've got something for you.
If there's been baking again, I'll have an apple tart. Something I can put custard on. Oh, that pretty little minx, then. Sing it in the rain. Just sing it in the rain. What a glorious feeling. I'm happy again.
It was Eric. The white ferret was Eric.
I'm almost sure it was Brenda.
It was a boy.
Maybe he never knew that. I mean, how many times do you see a ferret from underneath?
They'd have to be very good friends.
I'm not saying he was a nuclear physicist, but he knew his Brendas from his Erics.
It's a useful gift. How did he really get on with Nora?
On her nerves, mostly.
So she said. But underneath, I think she really wanted to kill him.
Just devilment, was it?
Partly. But mostly it was unrequited passion.
His, not necessarily hers. Passion's not in Nora's vocabulary.
As far as we know. You never know what runs deep
Nora's passion peaks at washing and polishing.
You could be right. It's hard work if you're trying to raise anything but a scowl.
He could make her laugh.
He could.
Isn't there something you could be doing instead of watching people work?
The truth is, lass, there's nothing I'd rather be doing.
I don't see what's so fascinating about somebody hanging out a bit of washing.
There's not seeing it from here. I'm enchanted with every ripple of the penny.
Don't start.
Some people like watching ballet. I like to watch they hanging out the washing.
Well, it's very embarrassing.
It's funny, I always see thee as the Margaret Fontaine of the clothesline. I see thee reaching up on the little toes, and I think, swan leg, 1, Nora batting, 2.
You'll get some clothes prop in a minute.
Nay, lass. We've been neighbours long enough to earn a few privileges. If we'd been Italian, we'd have been together years ago.
Well, I'm not Italian.
Not even enough to cover me moving in, say, for weekends.
All right. He wasn't good in deck chairs, but you should have seen him in a tractor wheel.
Tractor wheel?
It was here.
It was further down.
I can see it now. It was here.
If you want directions, ask a policeman.
Not only mistakes Brenda for Eric, but now he wants to alter the canal.
Oh, it was this canal. I grant you it was this canal.
Hello? Excuse me. What about this canal?
For our second honeymoon, the former Mrs. Truelove went to Venice.
What's the former Mrs. Truelove?
And her mother. They brought me back a picture of a gondola.
Didn't forget you then.
I never looked at it that way.
Well, maybe you should have.
Because they could have been lying.
How far are we planning to go?
I suppose that depends on our horse.
Hey, I'm getting that off with it.
But it was your idea. You're the one who said, didn't it used to be peaceful in the old days when boats were towed along? You're doing splendidly. We were just saying.
Of course, we could be lying.
It's all right for thee.
Maybe we should get him a nose bag.
I heard that.
Remember, we're not out for speed. Just nice and easy. A lazy afternoon on the river.
Aye, lazy for thee. I'm the one doing all the work.
And doing it splendidly. You don't want to back out now.
I don't know. I might want to back out now.
I've seldom seen anyone so naturally gifted at playing the part of a horse. Go at it with some energy, man. Remember Lord Nelson. Never once fell off his bike. Now, this time, you've got plenty of slack in the rope.
Not to mention the head.
The feeling is right.
Pay no attention to these critics. Now, on my signal, you will begin proceeding normally before you feel the weight of the boat.
Yes, I'm a horse. Now I'm a horse on a bike.
Don't be a racehorse. We're not water skiing. I want a nice, gentle drifting.
He knows what to do. This is not just a horse. This is a well-trained horse.
Just get in the boat and let's get on with it. There's all governed no notion. No wonder the former Missy True Love went walking. Oh.
Are we ready?
We, he says. We?
Credit where it's due, he's got a nice little pedaling action.
Welly power. He's very experienced.
Actually, I prefer him from this angle. From the back, he could sometimes pass as respectable. It's the front that's the dead giveaway.
I have trouble with fronts. I find people's expressions much more welcoming from behind.
Some of the finest police strangleholds have been applied from behind.
That's it there. I can't pedal under there.
Well, the solution's simple, man. Leave the bike here, go on up to the bridge, pull us through, then when we've gone through, you come back to the bike.
There, you see? Brilliant.
I notice who's doing all the work.
I told you. Brilliant.
You'll have to pull harder. Get us a good speed up so that we go all the way through the bridge.
Ahoy there.
Bug off!
Never mind about Compo. You didn't have to go in.
Is he unconscious?
No, I'm not unconscious.
Oh, damn. I'll never get the chance to practice my artificial respiration.
Well, we could throw him back in.
Leave me alone. Where's my bike?
Where do you think it is? It's in the canal.
Do you often ride your bike into the canal?
I was listening to you two.
What's he doing with pigeons? I thought he was ferrets.
We went to France.
He wanted to go back to Dunkirk. Now it was quieter.
He wanted to release the pigeon and let it fly home. You can't do that with ferrets. Where exactly are we going in France?
Oh, I don't know exactly. I know where it is roughly. It's on the road to Dunkirk. You turn left just after you've passed a burnt-out tank. We was hiding out. There were Germans everywhere.
Oh, glad you weren't taken prisoner. You'd have made a terrible impression. They'd have thrown him back.
tell you what, I were glad when I saw them white cliffs.
It's amazing to think that they're made up of thousands of billions of tiny dead sea creatures.
Voila.
Well, the cliffs, they're crushed shells.
Rubbish.
What do you think they're made of?
Chalk.
Well, what do you think chalk is?
Mind you, it's taken a bit longer than a millennium. Hasn't it, Gladys, eh?
Remember, you're in France now. They're not used to your sort round here.
Hold on a second.
There was a sunken ship out there, and lines of blokes, and 4 crazy chuffs sitting in a boat crate and playing cards for money.
How much did you lose?
I won nearly £2. Mind you, I don't think this RASC bloke were concentrating. I think his family were chapel. He didn't know what to do with 2 pairs. I should wonder why bits of kids should be sent into situations where they're liable to end up in ruthless card games.
You didn't feel sorry enough for him to give him his £2 back?
I was tempted, but then I thought, well, supposing he gets drowned on the way home.
You'd have felt responsible. Him struggling in the water with all that change in his pocket.
Precisely. That was close.
Where are we heading?
Well, I want to find that place where we stayed the night. I know I'll recognise it when we find it. I know we come here. So I reckon if we start to wend our way inland until I start to recognise things.
Well, that's tomorrow. First thing is a bed for the night.
Well, you can sleep on the beach. I did the last time. It's got a bit noisier.
I'm not sleeping on the beach. You get sand in your pyjamas.
Sleep on the beach in your jammies? That's very lower middle class.
We'll find a place. We're not slumming it.
Well, don't go mad.
Something economical.
Sounds better already.
With a bee there. What's this, sir?
Your coffee.
I ordered a drink, not a bath. Where's the bacon?
You're getting a continental breakfast. No bacon.
Chuff me. I could eat a pigeon.
Oh. She might hear you.
Well, come on, then. Give it a slurp. Let's hear what you sound like drinking in French.
What's the French for ale?
Don't bother.
Her at the desk looks as though she could be doing with some chatting up. Some right old bat.
Your favourite kind?
Just have a look. See if her stockings are wrinkled.
It's her expression that's wrinkled. I don't think she really wants us in the common market.
She's got eyes like a hawk. Well, how are we going to get the pigeon past her? It looks like a pigeon basket. It doesn't look like a suitcase.
Why do we need a pigeon in our bedrooms?
Aye, I was wondering about that.
Listen who's talking. He has ferrets in his.
Only the friendlier ones.
You'll never get the basket past her at the desk.
We don't take the basket, we just take the pigeon.
Suppose she gets away.
She won't, she'll be under my shirt.
Sooner you than me.
Listen, I've had ferrets under there. A pigeon? Piece of gatto.
Well, don't crush it, whatever you do.
Here we are, Gladys, here we go. Come on now, here we go.
An old war wound. It gets him when the weather's down.
Try and walk naturally. I've arrested people for better walks than that.
Get his nails clipped.
Come on, Gladys. Come on down. It's past your bedtime.
Who left the bathroom door open?
I bet it was him when he came up for his bugle.
Look at him. He soon learnt to sleep in French.
Like a native.
Much. I can't feel her. She must have gone right to the back.
We're going to have to pull it away from the wall a bit.
It looks heavy.
It is heavy, but we can't leave Gladys up there. She could be fast between the wardrobe and the wall.
Well, she's not panicking. I can't hear any noise.
Maybe she's dead. Oh, Lord, we've killed a pigeon.
We haven't killed a pigeon.
Well, I'm not leaving here till we've rescued that pigeon. Come on, then. Oh, well, we're never going to lift it. Let's try and slide it a bit.
All right, then, after 3.
Oh. How can he sleep?
He's done it before.
It was noisier last time.
What they never tell you about France is how hard it is when you're lying on it. Yeah, well, he managed France. I wonder how he's handling being dead.
In some decent trousers, I hope.
Well, we sent him off in decent trousers. He was wearing a pair of mine.
I thought he looked tidy. I thought, how typical. He turns up smart when you least expect it.
I hope he's been reunited with Brenda.
Or even Eric.
Determined to have this dance. Get off! Come here off them.
Will you give over?
Now, let's get something settled. Who's leading here?
It's him.
He's not right. He grabs hold of people.
Same time tomorrow? I think we're ready for the reverse turn. Oh, she's ready, all right. I've never seen anybody more ready.
Where is he? Where are you off to? I'm going to find me a little job. You don't need a job. I don't need to be in my house with you all day, you balmy twit. You're doing me head in. I can't understand why. Just look at yourself. They'll come from miles to look at it. It's a class act, is this? I'm going to be a major spectacle. Ask our Cliff. What's the good of asking your Cliff? He doesn't speak. He spoke yesterday. That was the day before. And yesterday. It's getting like you can't shut him up. You're the one who wants shutting up. What am I going to say to people if they see you like this? Everybody's going to see me like this. The whole world is going to see me like this. Stuck fast. I'm not stuck. You've got to make it look difficult. Don't lie to me. You can't move. Why don't you get a little job? You'll be sorry when I'm famous.
He used to swear in the face of all opinion that angels weren't in white. They wore suits.
Not white suits.
Well, the one he saw was in red.
Oh, like at Butlin's.
Well, no, it was darker than that. No, it was leaning more towards plum.
I'm not keen on the colour myself, but I find it reassuring that his angel wore a tie. I never did fancy this loose white garment stuff.
No. Well, it wouldn't go with your trilby.
You'd need a map to find your handkerchief.
Is he getting any better?
No. I am our Cliff. Don't lie.
Does he know easiest way to escape is not chain himself up in first place?
And that padlock must be robbing him something awful in the second place.
They can buzz off as well. I needed that. And the company the most. Do you know, I haven't had a sensible conversation since he's retired.
Oh, they're no good retired, Florrie. You need to keep them busy.
Is he still fastened up?
Just about every time you look. Oh, I'll have to go before somebody delivers him again. It's like getting regular parcels. Oh, look, Florrie, how's it going? Don't ask.
I know the feeling. I've got one as well.
Is he still tying himself up?
Oh, it's getting worse. She sometimes has to undo 3 chains to make sure it's him.
It's getting worse with them roads. They're going to have to build lanes for the over 60s.
Well, I'm all right. I'm a sprinter.
What?
Well, with Travis, you have to sprint. He's in such a hurry to get back home. It's like chasing somebody who's just snatched your purse.
You had your Travis out in town?
Well, he had to go for an eye test.
Ooh, you'll be sorry if he gets a taste for gadding about.
I don't think he's got a gad in him. I think his mother de-gadded him before I got him.
Oh, you got him fully trained. How handy.
I always think there's only one thing they need to be fully trained in, and that's total obedience.
Oh, you've got to leave some spark. You don't want to be living with a zombie.
You get used to it.
Why do they need a spark when they're married?
Because they feel they're getting nowhere at home. Just rubbing two sticks together.
I don't see the need when they've got everything provided.
Oh, yes. And what's your idea of everything provided?
Clean and tidy, and all they can eat.
I want more.
I never considered they were entitled to more. Although you have to relax a bit on birthdays and cup finals.
Every cup final.
I don't wish to talk about it.
Can you remember who won?
It wasn't me. I remember that.
Your Lenny has been seen in chains.
Oh. I heard he got a parking ticket, but chains is a bit strong.
You've no business coming to the rescue. I didn't want to be rescued.
Tell that to your Florrie. She sent us to find you.
She's got no faith, that woman. I were nearly free.
You call this nearly free?
I was sucking my chest in. Had it all worked out.
You were going blue.
I often go blue. Ask our Cliff.
What have you got there?
It's a Lenny. Famous for going blue.
Not famous yet, but I will be. They'll come from miles. They'll have bus trips. They'll go to York Minster, then they'll head for me.
It's Barry's cousin, Lenny.
Oh, that one.
Done well, our Barry. Financial services.
Oh, so he keeps his cousin under lock and key.
Nobody keeps Lenny under lock and key. The lock's not been invented yet that can hold me.
He wants to feel lucky they keep him at all. I'd have thrown him back.
I know some people like lots of heavy jewellery, but,
I was nearly there. I had a thumb loose. They're critical of thumbs. Ask our Cliff. Where is our Cliff?
He was behind me.
He's always behind somebody. Come in, our Cliff. What are you doing out there?
Never mind what he's doing out there. What are you doing in here, trussed up like that? If he has to be kept in maximum security, I don't want him in here.
Well then, I didn't have to be brought here.
An act of simple charity.
simple sounds right.
Found him lying on floor.
Not on this floor. Take him back again.
Suits me. I was perfectly happy.
You didn't look so happy.
I got my legs free.
And a finger loose.
I want no loose fingers in here.
It was a thumb.
You'd have been there till next week.
Week after. Don't you start getting gobby. I've escaped from trickier than this.
If he's escaped from somewhere, don't bring him in here.
But why outdoors? Why don't you behave like a lunatic in the comfort of your own home?
The wife won't cooperate. She says I scratched the bed.
If you're doing it in bed, no wonder she won't cooperate.
Leave me. I don't need any help. I've got an audition this afternoon. My first gig, the big break. I think I've swallowed the key.
Don't be telling everybody you swallowed it in here.
Steady. Watch it. It's too hot. It must have got knotted. I can usually do better than that. Not when I've been there. He's at it again, listen.
How long have you been?
Insane? Go on, say it. People don't understand the urge to
tie hands and feet and roll on pavement.
To do something different, to be the best at something.
Best imitation of insane we've seen in a long while. So, where's this first audition then?
The local. Great place for starting. The landlord runs these talent spots.
That's good. When he sees you've no talent, you can show him your spots.
Where did you find him? He's worse than our Cliff.
How long has your Lenny been chaining himself up?
Since he saw a film about Houdini. I thought he'd get over it.
Florrie says it's worse since he retired.
Oh, isn't it great? When promotion time comes round, they'll say, "Oh yes, Barry. Isn't he related to that muffin who keeps having to be undone all the time?"
I expect he'll soon get fed up with it. Men do.
Oh, really?
Well, look at you with fishing.
I was all right till I heard the maggots screaming. But who would have guessed our Lenny would go like this? He rode a moped.
Is that significant?
You don't expect that amount of passion from somebody on a moped.
How's this for an idea?
Wasted. We're both deaf.
You're not deaf.
Tell him he'll have to speak up.
We think it's nature's way of protecting us against bad influences.
I beg your pardon. That my intentions are absolutely innocent.
Well, I don't like the sound of that, even if I can't hear it.
You absolutely innocent? Very unlikely. You're an unreliable witness, Howard.
He's so unfair. People always suspect me. Well, I'll show the world for once. And if you see Pearl, you can tell her. Today, I'm above suspicion.
It's not over yet.
I want a whole day without being under a cloud of suspicion.
You're going to stay in bed the whole day?
I'm not staying anywhere.
Well, that's it then. No chance. As soon as you make a move, you're back under that cloud again.
So unfair. Well, I have an announcement to make. You're looking at Mr. Squeaky Clean. What's so funny about that?
We can accept the squeaky part. It's the other bit.
Well, here's a news flash for you then. No more female company. I'm just one of the boys. Today, if we go anywhere, it's just with the boys. Where do you suggest we go then?
Why is he looking at us? Is it just sympathy because we're deaf?
It's a nice day. I think we should all go for a pub lunch.
It's all right so far. Where's the devious bit?
What devious bit?
Oh, you'll think of something.
I'm thinking an entirely male, no female expedition. We go to some female-free zone.
Sounds more unlikely all the time.
I'm glad we can't hear it.
You think you're among friends?
There he goes again, exaggerating.
Do you know this person?
Never seen him before.
All right, be like that then. I'd go on my own, but it looks suspicious.
Yes, we've noticed that.
People get the wrong impression.
I'll give you this, Howard. You do a great wrong impression.
Now, when you say you've given up female company, do you mean just today or permanently?
Oh, just today.
Bring him out! Steady.
I only needed another minute.
My furniture won't stand another minute.
Is it him? Is it our Cliff? Has he been telling you I can't do it?
I worked that out for myself. Put him in the shed!
There's no room in the shed.
Room enough for being stupid.
Florrie, this is the big one. It's my best trick. I've got to get this right. It's the big finish.
And this is mine. Inside the house. You're finished!
Let's get him in the shed.
All right, go on.
I don't like him out here in full view of the promotion board.
Yuppie. Our Barry's a yuppie.
Yeah, I'm ready for it. I've had the briefcase since Christmas.
Has it got a combination lock?
Yeah, it does, as a matter of fact.
I bet I could open it.
You leave it alone.
Where's me hood? I still need the hood. Ah, there it is. Look at that. Is that a big finish or what? Lock me in the hood.
I like him better in the hood.
He's at it again.
Female-free zone? Do we believe him?
That's usually a no.
I know.
We can't take your word for it.
But I don't see why not.
Don't you ever fear that something might strike you down for saying things like that?
No, I don't.
Says he, moving his chair.
I didn't move the chair.
You got ready to duck though, didn't you?
You won't mind if we keep distance just in case.
I have no hidden motives. All I'm suggesting is that a few of us boys go out and get a nice pub lunch.
Does this mean you pay?
No, it doesn't.
Does it mean you'll stay?
Stay?
With us boys? For the entire lunch?
Of course.
There's no course about it. You'll be using us for cover to get you out, and as soon as we turn our backs, you'll be away.
You're getting as bad as Pearl. I have no plan to sneak off to meet anyone. You can watch me every minute.
Oh, well, it sounds fun. Pay for your own lunch and watch Howard every minute.
I can do it. I can do it. Leave me alone.
Can you see any advantages in this as a hobby?
Well, at least we know where he is.
He started going out with the boys. It's come to something when they prefer going out with the boys.
I warned you. I was never completely happy with his eyebrows.
You blame his eyebrows?
Yes, it's my benchmark.
Not only deserted, but by an eyebrow.
I had to learn it the hard way.
I didn't think eyebrows mattered.
I told you, watch his eyebrows, watch how they move.
They haven't moved. They're still above his eyes.
The eyes can deceive, but they can't conceal their eyebrows.
What should I look for?
Does he twitch?
Everywhere else. I've never noticed eyebrows.
Well, I suspect he's toying with you. I've been there.
So, how come you fell for it if you're so good at eyebrows?
Well, I wasn't then. I was still on my learning curve.
My trouble is I never learn. Don't expect it to change even if I pass eyebrow.
Something show business for me. And our cliff needs brightening up.
How bright?
Well, we ought to glitter and dazzle.
Is he ready for glitter and dazzle?
I've psyched him up. He's raring to go.
Oh, we best strike then while the iron's... Is it switched on?
And another thing, could we hire transport? We've got to get our music and props up to the venue.
Oh, no problem. Here comes my transport department now. You'll be going later to pick up this gentleman's music.
Oh, about time I had something lighter to carry.
You call it picking up the Cliff's music? You'll only play this piano. We grew up together.
People don't understand how much fun showbiz is.
All together, push! It's very pleasant to be going out with a clear conscience, to be free for once from people's nasty suspicion.
Here they come now. He's with the boys, like he said. Well, he is now. But who's he going to be with when they get to where they're going? It's bad enough being the other woman. I'm damned if I'm going to be the other woman. Follow that truck.
Oh, hi. Now, where are we going? To a nice little pub not too far. Why all of a sudden? Because he's making such a production of not being up to something that he must be up to something.
All together, push!
You owe me a drink.
I never knew that.
For being an over-suspicious former policeman. You thought I had some plan up my sleeve.
Well, it did cross our minds.
I knew it. You thought I'd be sneaking off to meet someone.
We're still not sure it's you here. It's probably some computerised effect.
See if he's plugged in anywhere.
You can all relax. But look at me. I've never been more relaxed.
You're overdoing it again, Howard.
They're here.
You're looking good, kid.
Shouldn't I have fancy trousers?
No, you're playing the piano. They'll only see you talk.
What if we get to Vegas?
I'll get you some in Vegas.
But don't they drive on the right?
You'll get the hang of it. Just be careful on the roundabouts.
I'm glad your conscience is clear, Howard, because Pearl's here.
Where?
Looking through the window.
You're having me on. I don't care. I don't care if Pearl is here. I've nothing to hide. If you say she's here, I'll go and find her.
Hey, I wonder if I should have.
Too late now.
It's too late for the showbiz career.
What about Tony Bennett?
He's not just starting.
No, he's never had to work for a living. I never had time to leave my house in San Francisco. Wait!
Where's me hood? Where is it? Where's me hood? Where's me hood? Where is it? Get me hood! Where's me hood? Where is it?
You've got quite enough to keep you going.
Yes, but it's me big finish. Where is it? Oh, where is it? Oh, I need me hood.
Look at this.
Do you think that's the one?
I think that's the one. I'll check it out.
It's a match. It fits.
It fits exactly. Look at the details. It's all there. 2 weeks in Ibiza, including flights and full board. For that price, it's a steal.
Can you help me out?
You're not allowed to carry cash.
Where's our Cliff? Where's our Cliff? They've signed him up to play the piano.
Well, what about you?
I never got past the straitjacket. Some chuffs nicked me hood. Shed.
You should wear one more often. It suits you.
I can explain.
Too late. Norman Clegg's done it for you.
And don't start coming home, Mr. Showbiz, at me. I can see it in your eyes. One gig and Sunday it's Labour, aren't you? I often wonder what Stone Age people did on Sundays.
Those in Renshaw Street use it for getting over Saturdays.
I often wonder what we do on Sundays. That's any different from Monday, Tuesday.
Didn't we see your legs just pass?
We were going that way anyway.
Are we going to wait for Alvin's legs to come back?
No. They'll find their way home.